Oh, you know what it is? It's time for 10 things. Motherfucking right. You ready for 10 things?
Nah.
All right. So this week is Kate's 10 things. All right, Kate, bring it home so we can get up out of here.
All right, we're gonna do 10 what did I say? Hold on. 10 pop cultural controversies.
Yep.
Thank you. I ain't feel like going back to the thing. But my first one, I was really number 10. I'm sorry, we go backwards. Yep, was that whole Will and Jada and then the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock? I'm surprised how big that shit got and how controversial that was. How much of an impact that shit made.
Right.
Yeah, that shit was big.
Yeah. Niggas started thinking they could slap comedians. That didn't go over well.
No.
Mm-hmm. They painted like Will Smith in a whole different light and shit like that. And
you know, I you know what? There was a certain point where I liked that because I'm like, y'all, it was time for y'all to stop thinking that Will was a bitch because he wasn't. That nigga ain't 6'5" with all them fucking muscles, and y'all think that he's what? He's gonna be cowering if somebody, nigga. He's just a nice guy. Yo, he's the person that changed the perception of a nice guy. No, he's a nice guy, but he'll still fuck your ass up.
Man, he grew up in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground, I spend most of my days chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some people outside of the school.
With a couple of guys,
up to no good.
Started making trouble in the neighborhood. He got one little fight, and his mom got scared.
She's just moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
All right. Let's get back focused. Number 9, Pill.
Hey, first thing I thought about off the top of my head, and I thought this is crazy, and I'm taking it back for a second. Kevin Federline. I don't know Kevin Federline.
That is
Britney Spears'
baby daddy.
Mm-hmm. She put him on child support. That man won.
No, he put her on child support.
Yeah, he put her on child support.
Right.
He was winning.
Yeah. That was mark the turn of men everywhere learning that they had power.
They had power.
You too can achieve greatness. Get you a fly rich chick.
The YouTube movement.
You know what I'm saying? You too can get her pregnant
can
and get on child support.
Greatness, sir. You too.
So yeah, that was definitely a moment.
That was a moment.
What I will say is, for me, great moment, impactful cultural moment is the death of Tupac and Big.
Mm-hmm.
That was my definition of deep cultural moment. But that also shows the wide age gap between us all. So that was number 8. So number 7, Kate.
That's not that wide. I thought about that too. I feel like another one, you kind of brought it up too, like cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
That became such a big thing. And I feel like that also kind of helped like put a little bit of like accountability on people and stuff like that. Like, you know, like you gotta be careful about what you say and do. Cause you know, I have a friend that's so, she's like, don't cancel me. I'm like, girl, like
she white.
Yeah.
That sounds like something a white person would say. I ain't never met a nigga in the world talking about
don't cancel me.
Don't cancel me, bro.
Niggas don't give a fuck.
Nah, cancel me, bitch.
Right. What the fuck you gonna do about it?
What the fuck you gonna do? I don't want you niggas in my business nowhere. All right. I actually like that. All right. 6, Pill.
Hey, I'm gonna go with the letter crew, the alphabet crew.
What is that?
The LGBT question
the bacon,
mark
lettuce, and tomato team.
Yeah, them. I wait. Matter of fact, let me take that back because I don't want no smoke. That's why we don't want to go there. That's pop culture. Right
he
there.
Has different views.
I want no smoke. Listen, they came out. They are more unified unit. I feel like they're more unified unit than what they were before. I feel like people don't talk about them anymore because of the power that they have now, because it's all broadcasted and media.
Okay. All right, so I have number 5. And this is definitely one of the most impactful things that happened on the internet that actually changed. I feel like this moment changed a lot of different cultures, like Kim Kardashian and Ray J sex tape.
That's funny.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out. OnlyFans culture. Like, I feel like once that sex tape came out, like we always used to record our little videos and do our thing, but it was never felt like it was something to be put out. You know what I'm saying? Your sex tape was supposed to be your private thing. You might show your boys, you know what I mean, a little something. But for them to, first of all, to come out, but then for them to go, no, that's our shit. Let me copyright it. Let me trademark it. True. And then let me put it out for distribution.
True.
That changed Kim Kardashian's trajectory, dog. True. Think about it. Ain't nobody give a fuck about no goddamn Kim Kardashian until she was getting her cheekies clapped by fucking, what you call it? And then now she learned how to, I feel like she somehow parlayed this $1 million sex tape into a $1 billion world that she's built around herself. Like, and then the reason why I say that's super impactful is because now you got a whole generation of girls that look at sex work of this type as a legitimate kind of like, all right, I could do McDonald's. I could go down to the military. OnlyFans. And it'd be like a serious consideration. Let me pop this pussy to get some money. And like it'd be like the only thing that won't do, yo, I don't want Granny to see me. So if I could find a way to keep Granny from seeing my pussy online.
Your woman's voice is so deep.
It's
so gruff.
About to find a way.
It's a little scary.
I thought you make a killing on OnlyFans. You just gotta talk to him.
It's a little scary.
Oh, yeah.
Let me suck on your dick, baby. Somebody's gonna love it.
Wow, I think you should do that, and then I'll collect the cash. But you know what I'm saying? So that was another one of the things that popped in my house. Like, yo, this is definitely an impactful cultural moment that has reverberated all the way into this time period. So, all right, number 4, Kate.
Actually, it's funny that you said Kim K, because I was thinking Kanye. At first, I thought like one moment, but no, just Kanye as a whole has been
Kanye's tornado existence.
Yeah, like, you know, it started like, you know, from Taylor Swift, him like, you know, stopping her, like, you know, Beyonce had the best shit to him, like, you know, going for president and some more shit. Like Kanye, yay.
I would even say before that, because you got Kanye getting on national TV saying that George Bush don't care about black people.
I forgot about
his impeccable fashion sense that existed before the clothing line. That when he changed the culture of hip hop and how we dress.
The fact that he was like rapping, like the way he was rapping when he after his car accident and shit, like, yo, like,
he shifted the culture and what was acceptable in hip hop. Like he was one of the main components that shifted music from having a stronghold. Like gangster rap lost its stronghold on the music industry because of Kanye. Like nobody could have done it except for him. You know what I mean? Because he had solid ties with all of the most gangsters rappers because he was doing beats for them. But then getting them to come and do records for him, then he's talking about, you know, regular shit. You know, and then him then taking that same energy and then putting it into people like, you know, Talib Kweli and this Lupe Fiasco, and like him taking that energy and not going, let me shine on some more gangsters. He went and found lyricists and backpackers and put energy into them. I thought that shit was amazing, bro. I think he's a living cultural, pop cultural moment for
Facts.
real. Anytime that he literally has an insane moment, he will get these blogs going, and it's pretty fucking annoying at this point. That's all I gotta say about it. So number 3, Pim.
I'm gonna go on a more somber note, and I'm gonna say the death of Michael Jackson and the death of Whitney Houston. I feel like the death of Michael Jackson hit and hurt a lot of people. Well, obviously, in a major way. I remember that when the announcement came through, I was riding, and it came through the radio. My homeboy was driving. He heard it and stopped the car immediately. We're in the middle of the street. He broke down and cried right there in the middle of the street. That, to me, not even knowing that he was that much of a fan at the age that we were, that I could see millions of people doing that at that moment. So I feel like that was a dope, not a dope moment, but a huge shift in pop culture.
I would also like to say that I feel like the death of Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston signaled the end of the megastar era. That would I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Drake will never be anywhere near as popular as any one of those three. Beyonce is beautiful and talented as she is. To me, will never be that big. Like same thing with Hov. I don't care what person you name in black culture this day. None of them are that big to where. I mean, you know what? I feel like the only person in hip hop that will be a megastar of that level would be Snoop. He's probably the last of that ilk. That no matter where he steps to, people are gonna love him. Like Snoop can go universal. He's universally loved. Right.
Absolutely.
Every culture. There's no culture on the planet that, and it was the same thing with Michael Jackson. It was the same thing with Prince. These were universally loved. That's why 20 million, 100 million records, you know what I mean, 200 million. Every time you see him, people screaming and passing out. Like they were talking about concerts. Like he did a concert with 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And they had like 2,000-3,000 emergency vehicles because people were just habitually just screaming so loud that they faint, like they would pass out. Like this nigga was standing there for 3 minutes and they be cheering and it would be like almost inaudible.
I had to say a word, just stand there.
I mean, like there ain't no niggas. Nobody give a fuck. Drake ain't gonna just stand there and we gonna go crazy and we'll be like, why the fuck that nigga standing there?
Would you say that Wayne would hit that level of stardom? No.
Okay. And if that was true, he wouldn't be sitting there crying about not being able to get on the Super Bowl. He'd be the one they turning down for the Super Bowl 1,000 times. But once again, I'm not trying to disrespect or say that these niggas aren't superstars.
Right.
Megastar is different. There is a different level to megastar, meaning that your money could never really run out. Your fame, no matter what, Michael Jackson ain't did shit in 20 years, and he was still
that's true.
That nigga, like, you know what I mean? Wayne ain't really done. He been dropping music and ain't nobody care.
That's true.
Niggas is like, it is what it is. And you know what I mean? And older people, like if my mom and dad, they know who Lil Wayne is, but they probably couldn't name a Lil Wayne record.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I can ask my dad, you know who Snoop Dogg? They'll be like, hell yeah, I know who Snoop. And I'll be like, Dad, what's one of Snoop Dogg's songs? He gonna know at least one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even my mom, she may not like hip hop. She might hate Snoop Dogg, but she gonna know one of his songs. He got a song called, Drop It Like It's Hot. Drop It Like That's one of my mom's favorite songs. Like that's ubiquitous. Like my grandmother, like, and then you could go down to Little Babies, and the Little Babies like, I know Snoop. You know what I mean? Like that's different. That's a different level. So all right, was that yours or was that his?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, who was it?
It was me. It's Kate.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. So it was 3,
2,
and then I do 2.
No,
all right, mine is next. So big cultural moment. 9/11.
Yeah, that changed everything.
It fucked up air travel.
Yeah, changed the way we do air travel. Changed the way we do everything. They gave that moment incorporated a whole new security, border patrol, TSA. That's a whole thing now, and it's.
And I'm gonna say this. I feel like pre 9/11, camera please. I was like pre 9/11, we had a certain level of innocence as a country because we had never been attacked.
Right.
And I feel like we were kind of like free-minded teenagers.
Right.
And we were having a blast. We was living our lives. The economy was great. You know what I mean? I think we were a hopelessly ignorant and optimistic country.
Yeah.
And then when we got hit on 9/11, it's like your mom got murdered in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And you just turned 19 or something. And now you are just like young kids. We do everything out of fear now.
Yep.
Everything is fear. Probably like I ain't never seen so many TV shows about murder and death and intrigue. But now, like post 9/11, all them CSI, NCAs, ICQ, shoot through, what all these fucking shits, man. Like the paranoid, like when before 9/11, we didn't worry so much about serial killers and murder and who's gonna do this and somebody's gonna come in the country and like we weren't so accusatory. We weren't so obsessed with everything being in danger. But post 9/11, I feel like it snapped everybody out of this euphoric space we was in, and we now look at everything through this kind of like
I think it's
murder, death, kill glasses. Go ahead.
I think it's a good thing though. Like, I mean, though, no, 9/11 was a terrible thing, but I think with how free we were, I think it was bound to happen. So I think it was a bad thing, but I also think it was a good thing because now we got the extra security that we needed.
The reason why I disagree with that is because America need therapy, and America needs therapy because we think of the tragedy and we get angry at the people that caused the problem, but we don't realize that we caused the problem. So niggas ain't trying to kill us because they just assholes. Niggas want to kill us because we be going into niggas' countries. We be fucking around with their government. We fuck around with their money. We fuck around with the people. We take people's land. We just fucking do whatever the fuck we want to do. When we have interest in something, we just go in, fuck with niggas shit, and leave. Yeah. And guess what? Everybody don't like that shit.
Don't fuck with that shit.
Everybody don't like that shit. And we were so arrogant because we felt like we could do that and ain't nothing never gonna happen to it. Oh, you ain't gonna come over here and do this shit. Yeah, come over here. We used to talk that shit. Yeah, come over here and do that shit. And then somebody did.
Somebody did it.
And just like irresponsible little kids, we start freaking out. Do we take a responsibility? No. We just thought, you hit me, nigga. But nigga, you just provoked this whole thing. Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we didn't go back to the government and go, yo, let's do an assessment of what we did that's fucked up. What the first thing we do? Yo, get some more guns, get some shit. Let's go hunt these niggas down. It's their fault. How dare they? Yeah. And then we started invading other people's countries, doing even more fucked up shit that caused the shit that we doing more fucked up shit now.
Yeah, reactive, not proactive.
Exactly. And we're not even trying to fix where we at. Now we done brought in a whole new generation, which kind of ushered in the Trump generation. Now you have older people that were young, my age, people my age now, we remember 9/11 and how tragic it was. So now when you get an asshole like Trump that's confident and shows himself to be a big leader, and he's talking that big daddy talk, niggas go with that shit. Because now, because at least I feel safe. I got somebody that's not scared. He's gonna back those people down. Listen to what these people are saying. That's what they saying in these rallies. Yo, we just need somebody that's gonna stand up. Stand up for who, nigga? The whole world knows that we a bully. Yeah. The reason why we keep putting nice people as our face is because we be doing dirty shit behind their back. Now we got dirty shit going on behind niggas' backs, and we gonna put an asshole out there to go, yeah, nigga, we doing that. What the fuck you gonna do? Yeah. Niggas already can't stand this. But anyway, that was 9/11. So number one, I'm sorry, Kate, we done ran off.
No, you good, you good. The camera was already on me. That's why I was smiling.
Okay, good.
So last one, number one, I'm gonna make it a little personal. Childish Gambino. You know, he this was like his last tour this year. And actually he ended up canceling part of it because he got sick. And
I remember that.
Yeah, it just happened, you know. So
did you go to the concert when he came up DC?
I did. I'd actually, and then he not canceled it. He had like his quote unquote last tour before. And I went to that concert as well. So I went to his last two concerts, you know what I mean? So
I'm mad. I wanted to go, but I couldn't find nobody to go with me. So had I known, I would have gone with you, or I would have just taken you.
Oh man,
I was
cool. Gonna say that was before
because I've never been to one of his concerts, and I wanted to kind of go before he quit.
Yeah, before it was like Childish Gambino, because like he's still Donald Glover, but
right.
But Childish Gambino as an era is like over, and I appreciate it. I loved it. I went, like I said, both times, had a blast every time. Like it was awesome. It was awesome. Definitely super impactful. You know what I mean?
His music is next level. I feel like he's somebody that should be a case study. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like he was slept on, even though he sold millions. I really feel like people only focused in on the crossover albums, but really didn't really delve into that catalog. That nigga is a monster lyricist and a beautiful creative. And I love artists that don't feel restrained by any.
He's just so super mega talented. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Facts. Like he does everything. Like the only other person I know that does everything like that is Jamie. And Jamie Foxx is super fucking talented as well. So I feel like Childish Gambino and Jamie kind of fit in that same boat.
Word. Okay. All right, that was great. All right, what we need you guys to do is go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, sign up on patreon.com/VVC Live. Also, don't forget.